Book of Mormon, I would like to.
Because they had a commercial for it. There was like, it's terrible, it's blasphemous, it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
touring now.
Book of Mormon is one of the greatest musicals ever because even it's so good.
Let me stop you right here. I'm gonna let you finish, but it's pronounced GIF, nigga.
GIF.
It's GIF.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with Justin. GIF.
It's not graphics. It's graphics.
It's going to be GIF because when I was in school, they said it was a GIF and I had this argument, but then the teacher said, I'm the teacher. I said, you know what? You're right.
So you just let the teacher dictate what you learned? Nigga?
He's the teacher. I'm the student.
No, you stand up.
Your elders.
Hold up. Lots of teachers are dumb as shit.
Christopher Columbus
We're
did
not talking about that right now.
Christopher Columbus was not the first person here, teacher. I got in trouble for that shit.
So what you're trying to tell me is Mr. Bannister is not...
I never had Bannister.
You never had Bannister?
I told you that
never
before.
had it with the blue screens?
I told you
McAvoy says it.
I had McAvoy.
Goff said it. Miss Reyes said it.
I've never heard
it. When McAvoy and Goff says it, then there has to be some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Groundwork with that kind of
gravitas.
Now, I will say this.
Oh, excuse me, gravitas.
I will say this though. I go back and forth every time I say it because there's so many arguments for both. Because remember, the last time when we talked about these, when I said GIF, I said GIF.
Creator.
And now today, bringing it up, now I'm saying GIF.
You're eating on the podcast.
I was eating before you started recording.
Are you recording now?
Yes, I'm recording now. Because this is an argument that the people need to hear.
Nigga, what the fuck? You need to announce me doing this shit.
Nigga, when have I ever?
I gotta straighten up. I gotta comb my hair.
Hold on. When have I ever?
I gotta look pretty for the microphone, damn it.
Microphone already thinks you ugly.
Wow.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
You can't see. It doesn't.
All
I can hear is the intent in your heart.
Which makes me ugly motherfucker then.
Yes.
Because God don't like ugly.
I mean, we're all. I mean.
I gotta watch that movie again now. God don't like ugly. You sure is ugly motherfucker. Oh God. Well. Since we starting and everything, people don't want to let no one know.
Oh, we starting? Is that what we doing? We killing it?
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
You the one wanted to start a podcast, not tell nobody, and I'm over acting like a damn fool.
Because I wanted to... Nigga, that's what the whole point of this podcast is. Trying to catch lightning in the bottle here. Come on.
No, lightning in the bottle would be you start recording whenever we're downstairs just randomly talking.
I've done that before.
Because
that shit... Results that I can't put on the internet because people say too terrible things. That's here,
what you do put it on there.
But the name of the game here is to say things that are so tangentially close to the fucking terrible shit without actually going into it.
Oh, like black people trying to fuck white women.
Blasphemy.
Exactly. They never go in. They'll just rub up against it. So you can get this sound.
I didn't get that memo. I went all the way in. I grew up around white people. I had nothing else to do.
There's two ways that could have gone. You could have been like the other white folk and shoot up a school, or no.
We don't do that here.
Because your mama would have whooped your ass.
Yes. Mom's from the Bronx. A gun don't scare her.
Justin! Oh, goddamn. Highness.
Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't know, Joe met my mom since the last podcast, and Devon.
I was gonna say, I didn't meet her.
But you didn't stay for all the funny parts, except for that one part that you were in the room for, which you generously helped me turn the knife in my chest. Fucking... You already know about this. I'm not talking about this. We're not doing this. It's not about
this therapy session. We can have a therapy time in the podcast too.
Yo, it all started when my mom moved me out to this white neighborhood, and she moved me away from a friend of mine who is now fucking gorgeous, and now has a boyfriend who has my name.
Because she wants the real deal. She's waiting for you.
So is that why you have trust issues? Because you were betrayed as a child?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we were all betrayed as children.
Like, tell me the truth, I won't get angry.
We don't even have to look to my mom for trust issues. Where's my dad? No, kid, that was fucked up. No, for real though.
Getting cigarettes.
Not milk?
He was getting cigarettes in another town.
So I was gonna say something terrible, but
He didn't leave or move. Like he's literally in another town, the next town over. And just
maybe he's held captive by the white people.
Calls me like twice a year. It's right now.
Yeah, so curse falls out.
You imagine being that close to your
Curse
child
falls
and
out,
still ignoring it.
I mean, that's what Jing did.
Thank you.
Jing was like, "Oh,
There
go
we
to the
go.
hospital. Too bad."
Oh my god.
When you get better, come and see me. I ain't coming to see you.
Wow. Wow.
It all
So
can't be like Pulp Fiction.
Huh?
It can't all be like Pulp Fiction.
Actually, that makes me wonder.
your father smuggled this watch out of his ass.
I talking about Angie's dad,
What?
George Lopez.
Oh, that was gross.
But I had a question for you. When you messed your knee up, did he come to visit you in the hospital?
He came to visit me after I got out of the hospital. He was at the house like.
I was just curious.
No, I was kidding about that. My dad's.
I mean, I was just legit curious because of the whole thing with other Joe and his situation.
Joe's like, I didn't know you knew my dad.
Well,
I was like,
I'm
he's a
looking
good
at
dad, and then you made that sound like.
I'm looking at a GIF
Is he
of
now
a cat right now.
Oh, really? You're looking at a GIF?
Yeah,
Looking
It's
at
a very
one of
interesting
the cat
GIF.
trying to kill.
Let me see
Justin.
that GIF.
I don't know what a GIF is. I know what a GIF is.
Really? What is a GIF?
Jiffy Pop.
What does it say? I knew you were gonna say that. You don't mean Jiffy, the fake peanut butter brand that doesn't actually exist?
First of all, it does exist.
The fucking Mandela effect has people thinking that
I really want this.
got too many
I really
universes.
The,
Living in the same
the
universe.
Kingdom Hearts shirt that's all with the
yeah.
it has all the heartless and all them on there with Zorro. It's really nice looking.
I don't know what a heartless is. I don't.
Oh, just look at him.
Hold up. What?
I don't play Kingdom Hearts.
What?
He's uncultured like that.
Yeah.
Or I was poor.
He's uncultured like that because it was a cheap
Nigga,
game.
I'm uncultured because I'm.
It was a cheap game. First
you don't
of
know
all
all these movies? Why don't you know these movies and this, that, and the third? It's like, nigga, because I I couldn't afford to go to the theaters. And then
It's
like
called
it ends up on
TV.
yes, it ends up on TV. But how can you see it if you don't have cable?
It's on regular TV
It
because I didn't have cable
it
until
doesn't
I
trickle
was 15.
down to regular TV until years after.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
that's
hold on.
what I saw.
Wait. There's also like VHS players, old school DVD players that came along later in time, of
This
course.
guy's thinking I'm rich and shit.
You don't have to be fucking garage sales, dude.
Yeah, bro.
See, he don't know about, you go down the street like, yo, you got that new DVD for $2? Yeah, I got that.
I don't know
with
about
the blue
that.
CD.
Nigga, you ever been in the Bronx and bought like?
So
50
he do know
fucking
he just
DVDs?
choose not to get it for $2.
Cause that guy also sells crack. My aunt's
So
like,
he
don't
need-
go over there.
He need to make money too. He need to live.
Okay, choose one. Pick a lane. DVDs or crack.
Two
Pick
for
one.
one deal.
Well, if you are trying to
I mean,
know,
everybody's multitasking. You got people
Multiple-
doing music.
multiple lanes of
and
finance.
movies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You gotta keep his
Music
stock portfolio
and movies.
diversified.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. That's stupid.
Just do the 2 for 1 deal. At least have some crack within the DVD player.
It'll make it run faster.
Right.
And it'll make
The
you
first
it'll
three-
steal all your other
The
appliances
first
too.
3 movies you use and or see, you also get a little treat.
What the hell am I looking at, Eric?
I don't know.
Eric,
Yeah, he sent something to the group chat. It's like
is it furry porn?
Knowing him, most likely, but I mean, I'm not understanding.
So your brain is not comprehending.
Well, I
what's
mean, you do see people right there in like tiger suits.
oh, this is So you know how we call ourselves Northstar Otaku?
Yeah.
This was Northstar. This was us in college where I met Carl, where my life was forever changed and made worse. Oh my God, I remember that chick. Her name was Chelsea. Was her name Chelsea?
Kelsey.
Yeah. And then you got Dave with the tiny shirt. Yeah, no.
Tiny shirt Dave. Yeah. everybody
Okay,
knows
so
Tiny Shirt Dave.
you see this dude. His name is Kunle, and you see this girl. Her name is Valeria. That's the girl I told you about that clicked that dude. kind of fucked up. He's African, and she clicked at him because I think he kept asking her out, and she's like, "How do I have to say this for you to understand?" I'm not gonna do it. Start clicking. He's just like, wow. He was like actually hurt. That was hilarious. And then there's some other people in there that we don't talk about.
Sometimes you gotta let them know. You gotta speak their language.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our thing from college.
What was the name of that movie? I can't remember it now. Like all I can think of the word is like monsters. They were talking about earlier. With Blob, Giant.
Aliens versus monsters.
Okay, thank you.
Or Monsters versus Aliens. One of the two of them.
Monsters versus Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, little David, don't cry. Makes me heat, sir.
Bob. So who's here? Sound off.
Jesus.
You wanna? Jesus would say GIF and not GIF.
Jesus also like light skins because he's light skinned, so
He's not
I'm
really,
right.
though. Is he really? He's not though.
He is light skinned.
What?
I mean, if you look at all the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures that the white people drew.
No. For black Jesus, he's light skinned. Granted, he's Middle Eastern, so he's kind of sandy skinned, but I mean, it's a.
You just won't stop making enemies for this podcast. Now the Middle East is our enemy.
The whole Middle East.
Like all of it.
All of it?
All of it. Powder kegs at our doorstep, Joe. Hope you're ready.
Oh, he's about to fight.
Me.
Obscura.
Demonic at Heart, the one and only.
And
Hi.
Sorry, cat
SolarSir.
person.
My bad.
SolarSir. SolarSir. He's a good friend to the podcast.
Yeah.
God.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for letting me make such a grand entrance.
Your gift basket's in the mail.
Wait, there was gift baskets? Why I wasn't told.
You're a core member. You don't get gift baskets.
Wow, that's how it is though?
Hey, we should make a racist gift basket for Hobby.
Wow.
Now you know that what's that what was it? Killer Bee you wanted me to draw with the Wu-Tang shirt? That ain't happening.
You need to do that. Even if you don't give it to me, you need to do that for the culture. Excuse you. Oh my god, and I kept hearing Killer Bee while I'm listening to Wu-Tang and stuff. And I'm like, is this a thing? It's like a correlation.
I'll be right back. I have to grab a ruler.
Uh-oh.
Because the original Killer Bees for Naruto.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
So who would be a Roulier of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Probably either RZA or GZA. Because GZA is the main guy, right? Kinda, yeah. He's the one that like does all the producing and all that kind of shit. So yeah, he'd be the unruly A. Killer B would probably have been Old Dirty Bastard, maybe. I don't know. That would have been dope. All right. So we're gonna talk about Jason because seeing as how he's the guest. Who are you?
Damn.
Enigma. Wrapped in the mystery. Wrapped in the egg roll. Yeah.
Wrapped in the egg roll.
I like
That's gross. I don't want it.
friend of the podcast.
Fellow artist.
Yeah.
Fellow arter.
See, what they failed to mention is that SolarSir here is the one true art god. I am not an art god. It's all him.
Nah. Far from it. I'm a traveling nomad trying to achieve godhood.
Ooh.
On the way. Long way to go. Long way to go.
Oh right, I got
Who
that.
has the water?
Yeah, that I just realized. Oh wait, I got the.
Like, is that
Somebody
guy?
pissing in the kitchen.
Apparently.
Is that guy Stan trying to get
Gross. Gross.
Staying.
It's the drain
I don't want to think about it. I don't even know what it is.
going through. Or?
No, I was
Wasn't there a water guy Stan?
Tom Holland, you are awesome.
for the.
Then you say he dude's mom drunk it and he had to punch him in the chest to get the water out.
Oh yeah, the guy had like the rain stand or whatever. That was crazy.
Yeah, shameless plug. Jay Drawn at Instagram. JAYDRAWIN.
I should be writing this. I'll put it in the I'll
description.
Link to stuff. Yep. Oh no.
All lowercase. Just to let you know, because I can't spell right now.
He hasn't had his coffee yet.
Word.
Did he
Same.
drink coffee?
Every once in a blue moon.
Shame. You gotta survive off the energy of the universe, like I do.
I could have sworn that was apple cider. Yeah, who's keeping track?
Mandarin oranges, man, they're good for you.
Is that what the dew of the universe is?
That's what I used to do when I worked overnight. I never drank Red Bull. I never drank Monster. Never drank any energy drinks. Never drank coffee. Everyone would be like, "Carl, how do you do it?" I'm like, "I just do." Universe.
The idea of Too Strong asking you how the fuck you do it.
But see, the thing is,
how do you
he
do
has
it?
mad kids. Though.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, you go home to like 5 kids?
Something like that. I mean, he might have a couple more now. I ain't talked to him in like a year.
That is true.
And I think twins run in his family.
Did they really? I think twins like kind of loosely run in my family. Because I think like the last 3 generations have had twins. Like somebody in the generations that had twins.
So did you?
My grandparents had twins. My sisters had twins.
I was gonna say, did you get rid of your twin? He was the good one. You got rid of him.
Probably. Now you're stuck with the evil one.
Pulled a young shark, killed him in the womb.
Ooh. That shit's gross. When I heard about how sharks like are born.
Oh yeah. It's
Eat their way out.
Was that a Kisa man that said that? First time I learned about that?
I have no clue.
Oh God! All
Love
right,
that boy.
your face.
Oh
No.
damn! It is funny.
I didn't mean to drop it on the table like that.
No, it's funny.
Click, clack, and clack. No, my friend Serafina. Actually, I didn't tell you about that. The one good thing about being out there doing that bullshit job shit.
What job shit? Oh, the Amazon thing?
Yeah, for Amazon, the little bullshit things. I ran into someone that I went to China with back in 2009.
Joe, I miss you.
I didn't think it was her at first. And I was like, what's...
I still can't walk right.
I'm about to say, like,
What's-
how is she?
Wow.
Joe's like,
Wow.
Joe's like, that can't be her. Her probe shouldn't have healed yet.
I need you to do it again. Retilt it.
Wow.
This time, other way.
That's reckless.
Bro, some shit.
Broseph shift.
You're
Y'all,
like, I hate
y'all
y'all.
not gonna be sitting up here lying on my name like I'm not a virgin.
Sit there and talk. Okay.
Virgin olive oil is the closest to virgin you'll ever be.
Word. Damn. I got some.
Why you at me too, really? You went over here smashing all of... Anyway.
Second place, Virgin Mobile.
Anyway.
Damn,
Anyway.
son. Damn.
You
So
gotta
I'm
go
on
to
an
Canada
island
first.
all by myself then if I'm Virgin Mobile.
Yeah, I think they moved all their physical stores to Canada.
Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
And if I'm extra virgin olive oil, that means I'm in the Vatican, which means I didn't sleep with no one ever.
Are you
Gotta
saying
watch out for
that
them
none of the
predators.
popes or cardinals have ever got it on?
In the technical sense, no, they never did.
That's bullshit. They never got a hand job in middle school.
No.
In
I don't
history
believe
class.
them. Friend of ours used to get assaulted by a chick in middle of history class.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she would just kind of.
Now wait, are we talking like Denzel Asia assaulted or?
I don't think he does. Does Justin know about that?
I was asking.
know about that.
I was asking
Okay.
Carl.
No, not that kind of
He
assaulted.
knows both of them, so he would know.
Yeah, that's why I was
Not
like,
that kind of assaulted.
okay, because I was like, I feel sorry for this man's life. He ain't never gonna have
Just
kids.
just a girl he doesn't really fuck with. Kept fucking with. Clearly wanted to fuck with him.
Oh, so Marcus with Pam.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know that one, yeah.
I do know that one. I do know. Funny as shit.
Trying to get that man that bum.
Bomb.
You got Luke.
Ooh, and Eric.
What did she like, Eric?
No, but she kissed him though on that trip. And
I
he
see.
was-
See, I thought
he was
she liked
flipping.
him.
And he was sick after that. He came back.
Oh.
he missed like what? Like 4 days of school after
I
that?
think so.
Was that sickness or was that fear?
Both.
A mixture
Or,
of
you know,
both.
what's up?
Damn.
Oh, good lord! But no, it was weird because I didn't think it was her, and it was weird how I realize it was. Because it was.
You saw her from the back and you were like, oh.
That looks familiar.
Word.
I recognize those sheets.
Well, first of all, I know everyone from how their asses look. Secondly,
that's literally how he remembers everybody from college.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, but no, it was her lips.
Fingerprint.
Actually, does everybody have like a different? Everybody has like a different butt, so your butt is like your fingerprint.
Yep.
Am I the only one that heard Jason's question?
What question is that?
He said, "Which one?"
Oh, fuck you. I wouldn't be able to see. We were in the church, first of all. So?
Okay.
Nothing like that ever goes on at a church.
I can prove you wrong on that
Too
one.
many pastors getting. I don't want you to. What kind of church you go to? What kind of white church you go to?
Pastors do no wrong.
Why,
No
why,
pastor ever did anything wrong.
Have
why
you
else
seen
do we
Luke
have a
Cage?
confessional?
No pastor's done anything wrong.
Here's a funny
Is
guess.
that why they have a confessional booth then?
With the 5 fingers say the face.
That's that poor dog.
That's funny.
Yeah.
5 fingers say the face.
It's like the
That is a funny gif right there.
Yeah,
Tom and
it's a good
Jerry
gift.
version
It's a
of
gift.
It's a gift.
Slap King.
Wait, you guys giving out gifts? I want a gift.
Not gift. GIF. No
What's that?
teeth. No. Really? Really, nigga?
I wonder.
It's not my wallet.
Is it in the dictionary?
Joe, this
No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna knowingly do that.
This one is for you, sir. This one is for you, sir.
What was that, Hatsune Miku?
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know.
Wait.
I mean, that doesn't.
I don't know what that means.
She's flipping you off.
What does that mean?
It means fuck you.
Why does that mean fuck me?
Well, you see, the ancient Egyptians. No.
Wrong. Try again.
They had the. Yeah, it was the British.
No, I forget I had did that.
Did what? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Anyway, I have some
Your
movie
friend's butt.
news
Oh.
and some Tom Holland news.
You didn't finish your friend's butt story.
Yeah, word. You just kind of stopped in the middle of the bus.
No, I said I recognized her from her lips. And y'all just didn't hear that. Then that's when he said which one. Because y'all don't like listen to light skinned people.
I heard you say it. Yeah, that's why it's like.
I mean,
But nobody heard what Jason said but me.
crab walking.
So I had to like.
Well, I didn't even hear what he said. Because
You like to hear yourself talk. That's why.
Wow. That's where it's going. All right.
Wait, does that make me Charlemagne for saying some shit like that? I don't want to be Charlemagne.
It's too late. You're already loudest person.
I don't want to be bald.
Wow. But good things come with it though, like money.
Does it really?
It does though.
Does it?
Yep.
I think people with hair like his get more money because they can get the dreads.
Well, because he can
And
be a
they
model.
can just,
I mean,
you know,
Palomalu had his hair like insured and stuff.
See, the thing is, I can't get dreads, so
Hair's too
that's a
powerful.
thing.
Too defiant.
but you're a pimp named Slickback, so you don't need you don't need that.
Oh.
That's
Literally
my
just got
reaction to that.
But no, it was how her lips look because she's the only one I've seen that has
of the
light.
paint she's wearing.
It's a light brown, but on the outer rim it's darker. Yeah, so it's very distinct.
So almost like she had a mustache.
No, it's like she had eyeliner going around her lips, basically.
You gonna tell me from far away that doesn't look like a mustache?
Because the mustache is up here.
Nah, I remember the dude from Roland Martin. The dude
great.
got that thing going right there.
And powerful, Sakimi-chan.
That's not a mustache. It's a goatee. It's a difference.
Oh, excuse me.
And that goes down to the chin. So no, it does not look like that. But your soul patch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to be Tony Stark in this
I don't know
motherfucker.
what you're talking about, brother. You're no damn
I'm a soul man.
Alright. Now, So you said you had movie news?
Movie news and Tom Holland news. Now, I'm not sure with this Tom Holland one because I got to look into it a little bit more.
Rumors.
But apparently he's the one who called up the people to like settle this whole Sony.
Yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to get it
him?
handled.
Yeah, he's the reason why they hashed everything out.
Because he could probably force his way out of the contract if he wanted to. So, yeah. It's either do it with them or I walk. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. Because they're the ones giving him the best story to go along with. Yeah. And we already know, like, people keep saying, like, oh, Sony could do it themselves if they wanted to. It's like, if they could do it themselves, they would be doing it and be successful at it. They would have never done, you know what I mean?
They wouldn't need the deal.
Exactly. Yeah. The deal wouldn't have even happened. So.
Yep.
But what if they just said, fuck you and went a different route? Who do you think could fill the role as Spider-Man?
Give it to Chris Patton so he doesn't have to be Batman.
Ew, what? No.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't want him on any parts of anything.
Don't you dare try to sully Spider-Man. What's wrong with you?
Rather his sparkly ass be over there with Batman.
Sparkly ass. I love that he hates that movie just as much as
I was just about to say, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Because
Yeah.
that experience was not good for him.
He does not
He
like
lost, like, a good 15 years of his life.
Well, I mean,
that franchise
who
almost
his
been like
co-stars were.
She probably dreamed it out.
Had an ugly woman.
Wow.
She's supposed to be in, what's the name now? Charlie's Angels.
You just hate Taylor Lautner because reasons.
Which confuses me. I'm not sure.
Wait,
Joe
no, wait.
The whole Twilight Saga.
Exactly.
Before it started,
Not
chose
let Joe gloss over this shit. Jason started talking, he was like, oh, I don't have to talk about it. Yeah.
Joe could have ended the whole Twilight Saga before it started. It was like, nah.
Fucked up Taylor Lautner when he was young.
And be the bully? He was Shark Boy at the time.
It was a competition. Should have swept the leg.
So if he was Shark Boy, you could have been his guy sensei and worked that man. Beat him with the sweaty palms.
It was not a fighting. It was no fisticuffs. It was staff demonstration, which means one of us up at a time. Well, I'm supposed to lose by like throwing my staff at him. Like, ha!
I mean, if you knew you were gonna lose anyway to star power, you might as well cripple.
I didn't think they would do it that way, but apparently it's all going to be star power.
Is that your moment where you like learned how the world works?
Basically. I left right after he did, because he was the last one to go up. After he did that, we were looking at the scorecards. I was like, fuck this, and laugh.
That's fucked up. You could have been in the video so that people could have been like, oh, hey, look, who's that guy?
They weren't supposed to record in the first place.
No?
No.
Wow. Secrets.
Tell no one.
Where it's like 7 years in making, or more than that, so nobody's getting in trouble now.
Secrets are no fun.
I mean, you can't even find the stuff for Chuck Norris and all the competition that he's in because they didn't allow cameras. The only ones that you do see of him are really distorted because someone has snuck in a camera trying to record the stuff.
And for anyone who couldn't follow that, Joe was in a competition against Taylor Lautner when they were kids, around the time he was Shark Boy, and Joe lost because of star power. Yep. Unfortunate.
So you should have had your Star Platinum, you could have won.
I was a very wholesome child. I said wholesome child because, when I wasn't a child, I was no longer wholesome.
I don't like the phrasing wholesome child. That sounds weird.
Why?
I don't know.
It sounds like you're about to pick one up at a grocery
Fucking worse.
Buy two, get one free.
If you don't like your child, come down here and get a wholesome child. But no, it was just...
Is your child talking back? Bullshit. Get a wholesome one.
My sister would probably go for that.
I really would wish I could go back into competitions and start doing it again.
Jaguar Neum.
That's like a wish that you could like make happen. Waste a wish on that.
Nah.
Why? What's up?
Not really. Because I would have at the level that I would want to go back into. It would take me a long time to get back into that.
That's
I don't know what to draw from mindless.
Mindless self-indulgence.
Yeah.
Inktober's day 2. I'm like a couple days behind.
Ed,
Draw like a.
Ed, mindless. He's mindless.
Thank you.
He is quite.
Yes. Yeah.
Either that or draw
No, I'm going
a
with Ed.
hypno.
I'm
Taking
going.
over someone's mind.
I'm going with Ed.
Okay, calm down.
You do not upset the art god. Do you not see the rays?
My whole life has been upsetting guys. I don't give a fuck.
The ink is about to come shooting towards you.
First off, I am not now nor have ever been a god. Secondly,
Trying to fight it.
when am I not calm?
A few times.
I feel like that's a
few
trick
times.
question.
What the fuck?
Hey,
I'm like,
right.
I'm calm for the most part.
I was about to say, I'm like,
I'm calm for the most part for that.
Oh, you should see when he's killing all the survivors. You think I'm scary when I'm playing killer?
What?
that's why I said what, but it's saying after he's just like,
How am I scary playing as a killer? Like,
Well, it's two different degrees.
It's not really scary,
When
it's more
you
menacing.
go at it, you're more maniacal. You will laugh.
like a fucking crazy.
Right. When you go into it, you grow silent. So no one knows exactly how the fuck they're gonna get killed.
Exactly.
But all they know is that I'm about to die. It's about to be horrible. Don't know when, don't know
So you
how.
gotta give him some hope.
You
When
see,
you get close, you gotta
it's
be like,
weird
la, la, la,
because
la, la,
in
la.
There's
Destiny,
already
you'll
that
hear
built into the
him.
game if you're playing
You'll
with,
hear
like,
him out
Frank.
there playing Destiny or Borderlands, but when he's playing Dead by Daylight, it's silence. And you just hear screams.
Yes.
I'll be sitting in my room, I'm like, oh, Devine's had it again. Those poor, unfortunate souls.
Oh, kill them all. Kill them all. And if he's playing as a hag, oh, no. When he's playing as a hag, he's definitely, yeah, exactly. He's definitely cracking up at that.
Which one's the hag?
she's the one that can place down traps, and then if you set off that
Oh,
trap, she
no.
can
Triangle thing?
Yeah, she can teleport to them.
No. I've seen him in action too many times. On that. No.
Damn, son. It's crazy.
My first time actually getting the kill by hand with the hag, I laughed so evilly, and it was so great. I was like, this is so
was a
fucking
defining
cool.
moment.
I love it.
Where you totally became
This
the
should
bad
be
guy.
your crowning glory.
Glory.
Yes, his first kill.
Mm.
But yes, Tom Holland. The other news, the fact that there's Django 2 coming out.
Now, I had heard rumors, but like, when it was that far back, you can't really believe rumors when you hear them.
Well, see, the rumors was, it was always a thing. Django 2 was always a thing.
Yeah.
The rumor was whether or not it was going to be a Quentin Tarantino film or not.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Quentin Tarantino is not taking the charge on this one. It is not his film, but he will be a part of it.
So he's standing in the room while they're doing shit.
Yes.
Collecting a check.
He will be, like, just helping out with certain parts and whatnot. Because I think he's trying to stick to the fact that he said he's only going to do 10 films. And, of course, the 9th one being Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It just came out. I don't know if he's actually going to go through with doing the trilogy with Kill Bill, which I would highly hope he would go that route.
Where he'd be like, it would just be what? Kill the bride or kill something, whatever.
Yeah.
Very
Death to the bride.
It would. I would really like that because there's like a lot of ways you can go through with that one. Either it be you have L Driver come back because she's the one who lost an eye in the second one.
Yeah.
It's not said if she's dead or not. She just lost an eye. She could be now.
she's probably
I thought-
not. She's just sitting
I-
It's
there.
gonna come back like stick.
Wasn't she getting like bit by the snakes
No.
too? Or
No, she left her in a trailer and she was just sitting there just cursing and swearing. And
Yeah,
shit.
the snake was in there, but
No, say I could
never
have sworn
say
that.
whether or not she gets bit.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I saw her getting bit by the snakes.
Now, I
No,
thought
that
thing
was
exploded, but I'm
Billy
like,
Madison that was getting bit up by the snake because he was going through the money and it
Yeah.
bit him like 3
They
times
named
in
him
the
Billy
face.
Madison.
Hmm?
Fucking.
No, that's the actor's name. I can't remember. His name is Bud in the movie.
Bill's brother.
Yeah, he was the one getting bit up. But when they were fighting, it was weird. The snake was nowhere to be found when they were fighting. But then when Uma was walking out, you see the snake. It hisses at her. But that was about it.
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. But yeah, it could be her who teaches Vivica A. Fox or Vanita Green's daughter how to fight. And then she goes to get revenge on Beatrix. Or it could be that somehow early on it is she kills Beatrix and it's a fight between the two daughters. Because to me, either one of those routes would be really good. Because there's a lot of people who are still around who can
potentially be like, yeah.
Because you have Ulrin's assistant, who I can't remember her name at all.
Secondary character.
But she could be the one who organizes.
Had a face.
Because she could be the one who organizes it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you'll have Elle be the one who teaches. She'll be like the blind teacher. Which you see that a lot in martial arts films and the older ones.
Wasn't there already a blind teacher in that movie?
Yeah.
Who?
Because the person who taught the bride, the dude who
Pioneer wasn't blind.
He was blind at the end when someone killed him.
He wasn't blind.
He wasn't blind. No, he got poisoned.
Sure?
Yeah, he wasn't blind.
He got poisoned.
I know he got poisoned, but like
he wasn't blind.
He was like old.
No, he was old, but he wasn't blind.
Oh, see, I thought he was blind at the end too.
Mm-hmm. Sure. No, he wasn't blind.
Wait. No. Because the one that had the eye patch, he was blind.
She killed him.
Yeah, that's how she he was she called blind old fool.
No, he wasn't blind. She didn't call him blind. She called him a stupid old fool. She didn't call him blind.
I thought she called him blind old fool.
Well, fact checking will ruin this podcast, though.
Huh?
Said fact checking will ruin this podcast, though. So let's continue. That generates comments, though, because people will yell at you and be like, "No, Joe, you're wrong. It's pronounced GIF."
Well, for all those GIF users, let me know.
Oh, anyway. You mean all the nobody? You mean all the people who are in jail or in mental institutions because they use the word GIF? We're trying to save you, Joe.
Why did you weirdly blink like that?
We're trying to save you.
At least he didn't do one of these.
Oh, my manager did that the other day and it threw me off. I wanted to say something, but I was like, no. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for this.
Trap, you fall in that trap.
I was like, did you really just... What? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Almost got fired.
When he did it, was like a slow eye.
It was Greta. She did it.
Was it like the slow?
Yeah.
Nigga,
yeah.
why do you have energy?
Yes, when he does... Yes, just how he did it in the show, then... That's how it was.
Why do I'm drawing at mindless?
But just
it was
the perfect time for me to look down at your phone and realize that, like, oh my god.
Oh man, it was great. But no,
it's great.
It was great.
Mm-hmm. Yo, they're making sequels out the ass. They have so many freaking sequels happening.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the movie The Craft. There was one with all the witches. It came out like in the 90s.
Yep.
That one's getting a sequel. They're trying to get everyone from the original to come back for some type of role. I don't know what.
Weren't they trying to do another Hocus Pocus at one point?
They were, but there's no way they can make it work. And I think they were trying to get the three back.
Sarah Jessica Parker, they're trying to make her look
don't say
good.
that ugly name in here.
People thought she looked good in that movie
because she was around two other ugly women. Well, actually, wait. I can't say that. She was around one hideous woman, and then the other one they made look ugly.
Who's the one they made look ugly?
The bigger one. I can't remember her name.
She's from Sister Act.
Yeah. Yes, because she's actually
Peggy Hill.
Yes.
Is that Peggy Hill?
Yeah.
Damn.
She does voice for Peggy Hill.
She's a very good. She's very good looking, but they made her look bad. But
I thought she looked fine, and that's just me though.
no, because they made her have like the messed up lip and all that stuff. But
Messed up lip.
yeah,
I've never seen Hulk smoke.
what the fuck, nigga? What?
We're just gonna make a list of all the. It's easier to make a list of the movies I have seen. They keep getting mad at me because I'm a 91 baby, and for the most part, my sister didn't have anything to do with like showing me stuff. That's why I haven't really seen too much of. I know Joe's gonna get very mad. She watched Gargoyles. I did not.
You just thought on a great show.
Yep.
Very
I've seen it
show.
through.
I mean, I know
times.
it's good. I just
No. It's great.
take your word for it. But yeah, haven't seen that. I haven't seen a bunch of different stuff actually. Never Ending Story. I only thought that part in season 3 of Stranger Things was cute, just because she was cute.
There's
She
a.
forced her boyfriend to sing. It's hilarious.
Trying to think. There's a theme park or something, or somewhere where you can they have the
You can ride Falcor and everything.
Yeah.
I saw that. Isn't that like Germany or something like that?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like out in Germany.
It is more than just Never Ending Story stuff though. They have like a bunch of stuff, but that's
Yeah.
like the big one that everyone knows.
Ride animatronic Falcor.
What's another word? Gladiator's getting a sequel, which is weird to me.
Is it gonna be Russell Crowe?
No, he's not gonna be in it.
Did he die at the end of the first
Yeah.
one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be about I think
Joe.
Lucius, who might be his son. They haven't really.
Do you know? Can you pronounce his name? My name is like Thaddeus Lucas. Blah 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 blah. Like he had like 8 names in that movie.
Which is weird for that time because usually they would just say like son of whoever of whatever place.
He's like, I am blah 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 blah, commander of the Flying Falcons. Blah blah. Like, he
Oh,
was
that's why. Because he's
Because I always watch like the last couple scenes of it because I mean it's awesome.
We watched it in school oddly because it's like it's not very. It's not very accurate, is it?
It's more for entertainment.
Yeah.
Rather than
Literally.
pure
like,
unadulterated
facts.
accuracy.
Yeah. They literally even said, "Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Terrible. Are you not entertained?"
And then he died in that and became the Joker. What was his name?
Joaquin
Russell Crowe?
Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Was that Joaquin Phoenix? No, Joaquin Phoenix was the
Caesar.
yeah.
The Czar. Yeah.
Kaiser or whatever. Apparently they don't say Caesar, they say Kaiser. I'm like, okay, what? I don't give a fuck.
People are confusing.
Yeah, people are weird.
That's why I
Humans
stay
are
home
weird.
and play video games for safe.
Freaking Russell Crowe. You think they'll try to put him in it though?
Maybe.
Try to just have him be like,
I mean, they can't.
I'm a gladiator who saw that last fight or whatever this happened third. I was in the crowd when what's his name got beheaded or whatever when he died.
I mean, they don't want to end up like all of Will Smith's not movies. It's like he's not in it, so it's gonna fail.
Oh,
Independence Day.
yeah. Word.
Men in Black.
Yep. Terrible.
I think they were trying to ride off of star power for Men in Black. To be honest,
Yeah,
I didn't watch the
it's
trailer,
true.
so I don't know if it was any good in general. But I think they were trying to like use their star power because they're really popular right now.
Yeah. People were arguing. We watched that thing where the person was saying like the main chick wasn't like interesting.
Was it Tessa Fowler?
Yeah.
Her character?
Or Tessa Thompson.
Thompson. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
And
like,
they said what's his name was too stupid.
how can you make Valkyrie and Thor lame?
Shit.
We found a way.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's like, how can you make Captain Marvel, Loki, and Nick Fury lame? Come.
Or make David Hasselhoff do it.
Oh, that's right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
lame. What did David Hasselhoff unhinge from your mind?
Nothing
When
really
he became
David
Nick Fury
Hasselhoff
in
deals
the
with.
late
Okay,
80s.
good.
Because it deals with Django. I forgot to say that he meets up with Zorro.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah.
But it's not gonna be Antonio Banderas, who gives a fuck.
See, that's what I said. But now I'm wondering who are they going to get to play that role?
Someone who's probably not Antonio Banderas, so who gives a fuck?
There's some good. Oh, watch it be Mario Lopez.
Can he still get work after we hear about trans people? Fucking.
they're gonna go for the best Latin guy that they know.
And Mario Lopez is that guy?
Everyone's still fawns over him.
Because they remember Saved by the Bell, not because he's like a good actor.
It's never about acting, it's always about looks.
Yeah, but when's the last time you saw anyone like him in a role?
They should get the guy who played Robbie Reyes. Since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is ending this season or next season, and I don't think he's in either season. Like, yo, Ghost Rider, you ain't doing nothing. Put on a Zorro suit.
You know what? I wouldn't mind Jason Momoa being Zorro. It would be a weird looking fucking Zorro, but
see, the only problem
That's
with
like
is
Dave
people
with that
will stop him. Cause like, yo, you the only dude in the country that's like 6'9", 300 pounds of straight muscle with Jason Momoa hair.
That beard though.
Cause you have Jason Momoa hair.
You got tattoos.
Or Roman Reigns, maybe.
Roman Reigns?
Tattoos and stuff again.
Yeah.
They're gonna color that out. What are you talking about? They got makeup. You know,
like somebody get this Dwayne the Rock Johnson looking Zorro dude out of here.
You know how much makeup they have to put on his arms?
Unless they leave him sleep. Unless he sleep for the whole movie. If he sleep for the whole movie.
I'm talking about makeup. Just put a sleeve on.
I'm trying to think of like. I'm honestly trying to think of like younger Hispanic actors that can do that role. Because Antonio Banderas did it so well.
Yeah.
So it's like just think of someone who could pull it off.
Arnaldo.
Which one?
I said Arnaldo in my brain the second.
Wait, which one? Chico Bernay Arnaldo or the Arnaldo that tried to stab someone with the butter knife?
The butter knife one might be more qualified.
Yeah.
I showed my mom that.
Trying to be Hawkeye Mihawk. Attacking people with butter knives.
I mean, they already had Hawkeye Mihawk in Pirates of the Caribbean. He was just retired.
They might put Orlando Bloom for it now that I think about it.
Yeah, he's fucking white.
If you remember though, most of the cast wasn't
Hispanic. Like that stopped them before.
Most of the cast was Hispanic for Zorro.
Can't be elves. Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones is not.
Yeah, they're like literally like. I think only there were like 2 Hispanic actors that had like real speaking roles in that movie. Everybody else was white. I'm pretty sure for Zorro.
Yeah. Well, because it was around or at least the one that I remember, it was set around the time where California was becoming a state and all that kind of shit. So it was buttloads of white people.
Now the second movie I think was spread out a little better in terms of like casting, but I mean, the original was so good. So it was like the second movie wasn't bad, but the original was so good though. I've seen the original like 4 times. I've seen the second one once.
The second one was the one where him and his wife weren't together, right?
They were together, but some stuff happened. They had a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I randomly went and just put in young Latin actors.
You might get some weird stuff.
Luckily I didn't. Okay. Luckily I didn't. But this man is handsome enough to be Zorro.
They need to teach class on how to Google
you ever heard
shit.
Teen Wolf?
No.
That's the
I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
He's the main character of Teen Wolf.
He could be.
Remember I said they're like Superman and Batman? He's the Superman of Teen Wolf.
He could be.
He was also in Smallville.
Is he?
Yeah,
I never watched Smallville.
He's only in one episode. He's there was an episode where there was like a scarecrow monster or something, and it was like dragging people through the ground.
Was he really young?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the dude had a farm, and the dude had Hispanic workers on the farm, and the workers were going missing. He was I think he was either a survivor or his family worked on that farm. But yeah, he was in Smallville.
Interesting.
So I remember I was like, hey, that's Teen Wolf dude. His name is I'm trying to think what his name is. Can't remember.
Or hear me out. It could be the young kid from Modern Family.
Tyler Posey, I think his name is.
Could be him.
The short fat kid.
Wow, just gonna put him out there like that? Wow. Yes, him. Yes. He could be Zorro. He's old enough now, I think. How old is that kid?
I don't know how old anybody is in anything.
But
the second I realized Arya Stark was like 22 years old, I was like, God damn.
Really?
Yeah, she's 22.
And she's still alive. She didn't die from the dragon.
Good.
Dragon tail.
Good for her. What was the other thing you said you wanted to talk about?
About
Django or something like that.
Well, the fact that he's running in, he's running into Zorro. Zorro apparently is going to help him escape to the west. It was just the fact that they're bringing in that character to me, which is a good thought. It's kind of a little more interesting for me to want to see, but then it's also like I'm going to extremely judge you on who you get to play Zorro, though.
Yeah, because depending on who you get, I mean,
Right.
It will
Can make or break the character.
Yeah. It's going to bring people to the theater for the fact that you're having to be Zorro, but it's like everyone's going to be like, but Antonio Banderas.
Make them watch the movie, make them be with Antonio Banderas for like multiple days.
Honestly, what I was
couch.
thinking of doing was, you know how in Zorro, how the original Zorro was Antonio Banderas' mentor? I was thinking maybe if they were to bring him in as something, they could do that so he could be the mentor for the Zorro for the Django movie.
Now, is it
I don't know how he would
family
interact
thing?
with the...
Is it a family
I'm not
thing
sure.
or is it like a...
But, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because remember, he was from a rich family, or he was like the weird one that just decided to,
That's why he's like a down or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could literally be like, Zorro helps Django, they go back to Zorro's hideout, his master's there, it's Antonio Banderas is the master. I don't know if they're going to do that.
Beyond Zorro?
Yeah.
Fucking...
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
And then they'll see that and they'll be like, Michael Keaton, we're doing this
I was about
next.
to say, or just get Michael Keaton and just make the fucking Batman Beyond movie. The real question is who's going to be Terry, though?
Yeah, I already know it's going to be Terry. Sparkly. Sparkle Man.
Keanu Reeves
He wouldn't be a
without
bad Terry.
CGI.
Damn. Adult ass Terry. Shit. Oh yeah, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, that one. But everyone knows how that one's going to be. I think it's going to be good. The fact that they're able to do what they want to do.
Mindless has been completed. Thank you, Brosif.
What's another weird one that's getting a sequel? I was trying to think
I say
about. Labyrinth.
Really?
Labyrinth is getting a sequel.
Dance, magic dance.
But because everyone's going to be even more pissed off with the fact that they're trying to do that, and it was a Goblin King, because
David
Bowie,
Bowie's, yeah.
Alright.
the Goblin King is not going to be in the movie.
Which is not going to make sense.
It's weird that the fact that that's kind of one of the more, that's like the biggest character in all of Labyrinth.
What are you looking for?
And I don't know why you're going to try and do it if you're not going to bring back.
Oh, you mean like making Attack on Titan without their best,
Eraser?
like Titan Buster? Like, we couldn't find anyone German enough to look like him, so we're just not going to put him in the movie.
That's right about. Just do it.
It's like you're going to make a Jurassic Park film with no dinosaurs. It's just like
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Where it's Jurassic Park, but it's like from the point of view of the accountants.
yeah.
So they're all just, it's basically Office Space.
Jurassic Park from the point of view of Newton or Newman and Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, so we got because I follow a group where they're talking about all these reboots, remakes, relaunches, and specials. So we got
Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, Bad Boys.
You said Django Unchained. You said Gladiator 2. There's another Die Hard movie coming out.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm going to bring up with that one. But it's weird because they're not going to have it be a straight on in this time frame.
It's going to be his kids again?
Well, it's going to deal with, it's going to be jumping in time. So you're going to see John McClane when he's a young street cop in New York, but it's going to be jumping back and forth like the present and the past. It's very weird how they doing. Oh yeah, these two here.
Sopranos movie.
Yeah,
I had heard about that.
and it's going to be for before the main character for the Sopranos in the show. It's going to be when he's young. I can't remember who they have playing him in there, but I do know they got Ray Liotta to come in on that one, so that will make me happy. The fact that
Ray Liotta.
You're going to have an Italian mobster thing, and you got to have the best one there is, which is Ray Liotta.
That reminds me of that movie, Joe, where the dude was he was like in the mob, and then he was in witness protection, and then they wouldn't let him do anything in witness protection, so he went to the via movie viewing, and they were watching some mob movies, and he was telling, what's the name of the movie? It has J, or it has K from Men in Black in it. He's their handler.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones, and it has who's in it? Catwoman, one of the
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it has Michelle Pfeiffer. She's in it.
She's
the wife.
Eartha Kitt's in it. I'm like, what the fuck?
She's the wife.
Eartha Kitt's corpse.
What is it? What's the name of the movie? Because I remember I saw it when I was hanging out with you.
I'm sick.
Like Weekend at Bernie's with Eartha Kitt.
He's like the handler. So it's like a family who was in the mafia.
I'm sorry, Eartha Kitt.
And they got out of the mafia.
No,
so the mafia's head went to jail. So they're like witness protection. They went to like another country. And there's a part in the movie where they don't let him do anything because he's in witness protection. So he goes to this movie showing, and they show a bunch of mafia movies, and he's basically telling them about the mafia life. What's the name of the movie? What's the name of the movie? Because I know at one point something is wrong with his water, and he's going to the water company. They don't do anything, so he blows up like part of the water main to get better water or something like that.
Wow.
What is it called? I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. It's bugging me now.
Oh, they're making another Top Gun movie.
Yep, and it's gonna have Goose's
Maverick.
It's gonna have Goose's child in there, and Maverick is gonna be a teacher for that one. But it's gonna be focusing on with drone strikes and all that stuff. So they're not gonna really see a lot of the fighter pilots and whatnot, which is weird because that's what the whole thing about Top Gun is about. You're there. You're there for the plane.
Exactly.
The
Dog
family.
fighting in real life.
Joe, it's called The Family.
The family?
And unneeded sexual.
I'm pretty sure I watched that when I was hanging out with you.
You can't have a Top Gun movie without unneeded sexual tension.
It has Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer, Tommy Lee Jones. Has a lot of people.
Terminator Dark.
Yeah,
Terminator Dark
yeah,
Fate.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah. I remember I was with you when it was coming on because I was asking you about it.
As soon as you said, you should have said Robert De Niro.
I could remember his face. I couldn't remember his name because he was just on something about like I think he's in a court battle with somebody, so he was just like on the news. So I remember his face. I can't remember his name.
The other one they're making, which is like it's a prequel, not a sequel, is The Kingsman.
Yep, it's just called Kingsman.
Yeah,
and it's like the OG Kingsman.
But people are getting upset at the fact that the
second one.
The Taron, the young kid that's about.
Iggy.
Yeah. That he's not going to be in it. I was like,
but
it's
prequel.
Before all that happened.
People were complaining about the second one. They were saying how like it didn't feel like a Kingsman movie. And then some people were complaining that the third one is going to be weird because it's a prequel. And it's like, but with the first and second movie being decent, they can really put in work for that prequel movie to set up like how it's, you know what I mean?
Yes. I don't understand why people would say it didn't feel like a Kingsman movie because I can see why, because it deals with, Americans. Yeah. But I was just happy the fact that fucking that ugly dude was just only in there for like all of 10 minutes.
What ugly dude?
Gambit.
Really?
I think that's who he's referring to.
The one that was a stripper.
Yeah, Gambit.
Wait, he's playing Gambit?
He was supposed to. Him and his ex-wife were supposed to his Gambit and Roll.
Oh, you said Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't say his name.
That's why I said Gambit.
I didn't know because when you said Gambit, I instantly went to the person who actually was Gambit.
Oh no,
the dude from Origins.
He wasn't a bad Gambit. He was just small. Like
I would rather
Gambit's supposed to be dumb tall.
Yeah, he's supposed to be tall. He's not supposed to be jacked, but he's supposed to be like
kind of lanky, but
yeah. Like not as big as like Randy Orton, but not as buff.
Basically, the dude who's playing Beast should be Gambit because he's tall and lanky.
Jack the Giant Slayer.
I can't remember his name.
I think he was in what's the name too, actually. Revenge of the Titans.
Was it? I can't remember.
I just thought of something funny. For day 3 bait for Inktober, my thought was, that's just popping in my head, like a bear trap, and inside the bear trap is a cup of Starbucks coffee, pumpkin spice.
See a white girl come close.
Wow. Get them polar bears.
There's a show called Dragon Prince, where there's this frog creature that they literally named it bait because the kid who found it, his dad was the king, and his dad knows that people use those to catch big fish, so they use it as bait. So he's like, you know what? Let's call it bait, son.
It's like
a glow toad.
It's like the girl from what's his name who calls her animal steak.
Yeah,
She's always like
calls
trying to eat it.
Yeah.
Actually, Satan.
What the fuck? Terminator Dark Fate, which people are already losing. Yeah.
Oh, what's the name?
Jason's face says it all.
Terminator is supposed to be in Mortal Kombat, I think, or Tekken.
Oh yeah, they announced that at Evo.
Yeah, because I think so. Terminator's in Mortal Kombat. B2 is in Soul Calibur, and I think someone's coming to Tekken also. Someone got announced for Tekken.
I forgot who it was, and I just listened to the podcast.
Was it Spawn?
Spawn was also Mortal Kombat.
Okay, I know someone got announced for all of them.
Sindel, Terminator, the Joker, and then I guess Spawn. I think that was the only ones that I remember.
I'm not sure.
Was Terminator for PlayStation?
I think it's just Mortal Kombat across the board.
Cross-platform.
Yeah, let's hope
it sounds like a
DLC
shit character.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They try to do that shit where they're like, hey,
that's why you
guys get
wait
one of
for
them,
the
you guys get the other one. It's like,
see, that was actually a pretty cool concept. I thought they
like that for Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
You got Yoda or you got Darth Vader.
For GameCube, you got Link.
Oh yeah, you got Link, and then
I forgot about that.
Heihachi for Sony, Spawn for Microsoft. So good. Soul Calibur did it right.
Well, Heihachi was in Soul Calibur 2.
But he was the Sony.
Well,
he was
the
for
2 or
PlayStation.
1 he was in.
Probably 2, and if it was 2, no, he was in 3.
No, he wasn't in 3 because it was that's the first one I got when they started doing the specials and whatnot. I think it was 2.
You had it for PlayStation though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I had
a bit too.
So
it was like Heihachi, Link, and Spawn.
Yeah, because Spawn was Xbox.
Yeah.
Spawn, Xbox, Heihachi, PlayStation, and Link for GameCube.
Arnaldo got the nerve to say you look high in that picture. Nigga, you the last person to say anybody looks high in anything.
Wait, and what picture are you talking about?
The picture that
Eric posted.
Yeah. You saw earlier, the college picture.
I didn't even know he was in there. I had to look again.
Exactly. Tries to stay low key.
Yeah. There's no picture of me in here, but
Soul Calibur?
Is it really?
I don't know if I heard something about.
The last one I heard of was
6.
I think I'm 6 or 7.
I think 6.
I think there was announcements of some sort of DLC.
Yeah, I heard DLC stuff. I haven't heard of new game.
Because I got I need to get DOA. Because I love that game, but no one likes fighting games now, apparently. I don't know.
Fighting games are fun.
I want to get better at Street Fighter in general. I guess Street Fighter 5. Mostly
Venture
Third
out of the
Strike.
Street Fighter thing, dude.
Wait.
Venture out of Street Fighter. Come join the Soul Calibur and Tekken and the...
It's all about jump force.
I'm going to get that soon, too.
Willis has it.
Willis has everything.
Yeah, it's fighting games. So.
Killer Instinct, I want to get back into that. Definitely.
You know what I would like for them to make a new one of?
I love listening to him play Killer Instinct. He's like, combo breaker!
You know a game? 2 games.
Ooh, dumpster fires.
Power Stone. 'Cause Power Stone is great.
Dumpster.
And I'm going to say that every time. But Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar for damn sure. That was the shit.
That was so much fun.
That's
literally Killing Bites. It's basically Bloody Roar the anime. That's the only reason I watched it because it reminded me of Bloody Roar. Because basically, like, hey, we're going to have a fighting tournament. Everyone has animal stuff. So, like, it's Bloody Roar the anime, so I'm going to watch it.
That was my game. I love that one.
I don't think I played that one.
Bloody Roar was great. Bloody Roar was so great.
Gato the Lion.
Pretty much imagine, would you say it's closer to like Tekken or like DOA in terms of gameplay?
Gameplay, I would say it's more. I would say it's like closely related to probably.
So I feel like it's more like Tekken or DOA. It's faster than Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
it's faster. Than
I would say like DOA.
So imagine DOA and everyone has like human form, but everyone can go into like a beast form.
Yeah, my favorite dude was the mole.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like the mole and the tiger.
So we all know who's giving all the secrets to the Chinese and the Japanese. You know, the mole man right here. The fuck?
I'm getting secrets.
That was a fucking. Yeah.
Hiding messages in
Anybody
his
got
art.
the launch codes?
Launch codes.
Fucking
American Dad. Oh my gosh.
word.
One of the best cartoon families. Horrible parents and horrible children.
We're not doing this again. We did this last week. Definitive.
I don't know. I kind of felt like maybe it's just coming of age or whatnot, or changing preference. But I think shows like those were definitely hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like when they hit the mark, they hit the
They were
fucking
definitely hit or
mark.
miss.
But other than that, yeah.
Sadly, Simpsons has been missing a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
That show
constantly.
needed to end when I was born.
Yeah, because they said what, season 11 where it started going downhill? 7 or 11 or something like that. Really early. They're on like season 23 or something like that now, or 26.
Trying to catch up with Doctor Who.
They're just trying to have like the longest
Good luck with
running
that.
cartoon. I think. Well, I think they already have that title. They're trying to make sure no one
trying to
touches
keep
it.
it, yeah. Which is stupid, because what is the money in keeping that? There's no money to it. It's like everybody
Everyone's
hates
watching
it.
it. As long as there's children, they're going to watch Simpsons.
Quick interruption.
Fucking.
For my thought for bait for Inktober, I was thinking Pennywise and Georgie in the like that gutter scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
Should I do that?
that'd be a good one to
Try to
do.
do that.
yeah.
I was agreeing with the Starbucks and the bear trap with a white woman in the background.
Oh, see, I didn't say. I just said Star.
See,
I just said
you
bear
have to
trap,
write
Starbucks.
pumpkin spice on it, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great idea, but like, excuse me, I don't like this art. It's very.
I don't give a shit.
Bye, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Bye, Karen. It's very
Like
offensive.
it's
I don't
fucking.
like it.
It's not supposed to like. If it triggers you, I don't. Oh well. Get over it.
That means it's good art because people getting triggered by it.
Yeah.
Thought provoking.
But if you make a white woman cry, he's gonna get taken. He's gonna get taken down. Her house is gonna get burned down. We're all gonna get arrested.
Or it could be like a Dollar Bill or a Paperboy. Make
See,
mad
they still
money.
have to
White
find us
tears
though.
make me money.
They still have to find us. They don't know where we are.
Yeah, but that's a good part about being in Anchorage. No one really knows how to find
Nigga,
it.
why was I just thinking Alaska and then you said that? That's
Cody
fucking creepy.
said. I told you yesterday.
Stop incepting things into my mind, Justin. Why don't you incept fucking lotto numbers into my head?
I told y'all yesterday.
You
I
gotta go to
said
him for probability type shit.
No,
know.
that's not how this guy works. No.
See, that's magic. This is psychic shit.
Oh,
I can't do
ho,
that
it's magic.
unless you put me in the room, I guess, with the person who's gonna pick out the lotto numbers.
We're going to wait.
Anyway, fucking. So apparently, they're making reboots for let's see, Face Off. Who asked for that?
Yeah, they've been. Wait, did they get the okay for that? Because they've been trying to push for that for a long time.
I think they're trying to they're trying to figure out if it's a good or bad idea.
It's a
which
bad
is like,
idea.
Good idea. Bad idea. Animaniacs.
I would love a new Animaniacs.
Animaniacs would be dope. Actually, didn't the guy who made them though? He just recently passed away. So there might be some legal shit with that.
Wait,
The dude who made Animaniacs, I think he passed away recently.
okay. Well, all the good ones gotta go.
I don't fucking
Why must the good die young?
Nicolas Cage. I'm kidding.
Nicolas Cage is a good actor, okay? He just takes bad
You
roles.
just love him because he punched that lady.
Honestly, it sounded like he just said
The
niggas Cage.
Niggas Cage might as well be. Nigga spends money like crazy.
Oh my
It's
god,
like
you
this
will
is what
not.
it is.
I tell him that scene had me dying, and now all of a sudden I'm just...
You didn't just tell me. You showed me the scene and showed me you laughing and falling out of a chair.
In his defense...
Wait, what?
When I told you that Captain Marvel punched the old lady in the face, she was like, oh, I gotta see this movie now.
Wow.
I told you.
Because remember, he never saw the trailer. We were talking about it. We were saying in the trailer, she punches the old lady in the face. He was like, oh, I gotta see this
for
now.
like seemingly no reason. Joe's just like,
that's
that's right up my alley.
Joe, you got a secret life punching old ladies in the face?
Yeah, at the theater. Every time they ask for layered butter
you know
and
what?
popcorn.
That's probably what it is. Because you know you're too strong. You know you can't just attack people. So you're sitting there like,
hold it!
You're sitting there like, I need to like watch other people get hurt, because if I watch other people get hurt, I'm not hurting people, but I still get to watch it, and it's funny.
You still get the joy.
It's probably almost exactly
euphoria.
what it is. I can't get in trouble if I watch someone else punch. You're living vicariously through anyone who punches you in the face.
Alright, so layer buttered popcorn?
Yeah.
How?
Wait, what?
So basically, what... Now, we already do this. You know, you fill it halfway, you put butter down there, and so, alright. I'm okay with that. That's sensible.
Right.
I understand that. But when you tell me, put a little bit in there, put some butter, put a little bit more in there, put some butter, a little bit more, put some more butter in there. Bitch, do you just want me to melt 5 sticks of butter in this bitch so it can just be all soggy? It's leaking out the bottom because there's too much butter in here. I like it nice and buttery. Bitch, you want butter soup. That's what you want.
Butter soup. Sounds gross.
Essence of popcorn.
I saw like kettle corn.
Chips.
Kettle corn is wonderful.
And and they said, oh, it's for the flavor. It's like, it's already flavored. You really don't need butter on the popcorn, to be honest.
Butter soup, but it's got all the shell things in it, so it's gonna get stuck in your teeth. Like in between the teeth and the gums. You're like, oh, this is so good, but why do I keep
all that flavor of butter and no chewing, but all the kernels?
Like my stomach is turning. Can you imagine? Like it like solidifies in the stomach.
Please don't.
That's
so
what
you
they serve.
A bar of butter in your stomach.
Yeah.
You think that's what they serve to old people when they lose their dentures? They serve that to old people when they lose their dentures and drink it through a straw.
Oh god!
It gets stuck in the straw. They're like, oh.
It's one of those big like slushy straws.
Oh my gosh!
That's what grossed me out though about the
straw.
Do you remember the thing from Drake and Josh where they were like, oh, you got the two side things, and you got the bucket of popcorn, and then on the bottom is where they put the drink and shit. And I was always thinking, I'm like, if that shit breaks and it gets in, like the popcorn starts mixing in with the soda, it's like, you go to drink and you just get a kernel straight down your throat. You're like,
maybe that's how they make butter.
Excuse me, sir, you ruined this movie. Excuse me, sir, I'm fucking dying. Shit.
Oh, no. Let me tell you how someone got upset that someone had a heart attack in the theater, so we had to stop the movie.
Wait.
That reminds me of...
and we called an ambulance and everything, and they were mad and said, you should start the movie over because this dude decided to die in the theater.
Started over?
Bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, you saw the first like hour and a half. Okay.
Just watch the fucker on DVD when it comes out, alright?
It was they probably had like maybe 30 minutes left in the movie, but the man had a heart attack.
Right.
And it was lucky at the fact that someone kind of heard him struggling with breathing and whatnot. And it's like, are you serious? You can just get a refund, get the fuck out the theater at this point.
Word. Because that also fucks up with all the other times, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
It was like, and of course, it didn't go that way. So we're not restarting the movie now. The fact that we had to pause it is still bad.
So what happened?
They just let the movie go on, but he just, whoever that dude was left. I was like, y'all lucky. This was before I came into work too. This was the matinee shift.
You'd be like, you see, y'all met Joe the nice dude. Y'all ain't met Joe the bouncer yet. Let me show you how I do.
Word.
It'd be like the old lady that launched her cat over the building on Simpsons.
That's one of those things you just fucking. You wish you had like a mouse or something for the world. So you'd be like, copy, paste. Your heart attack now. See if you
basically like struggle.
Word.
No. Cut. Paste. That way that person doesn't have to deal with it anymore.
You're nice.
See you moving the pain, he's spreading the joy.
Fundamentally different.
So I need your father around just.
That would be dope. Yeah.
I think I only had to escort only 2 people out of that theater though.
Did you escort them by?
Who weren't like?
Did you escort them by their face?
No. But people who weren't like beggars.
Wait, Joe.
The idea of Joe grabbing someone by the face and just lifting them up like an anime villain.
That just reminded me of Demon Slayer. Where the spider dude was like crushing Inosuke's face.
Yep.
I was gonna say Ninja Turtles freaking Leatherhead grabbed Donnie by the whole face. He just picked him up. It was hilarious. It's like, guys, just grabbed me by the face. It was hilarious. Because what you gonna do against an alligator person that's like 8 feet tall, like 300 pounds?
Killer Croc.
Basically,
Oh
he's
my
Killer
God.
Croc that can. He's Killer Croc that can do a death row.
There was a comic where
death row.
Killer Croc was just walking around New York City trying to have a date with his girlfriend or something like that, and a regular girl. And white women will date anything. Fucking. And people are just sitting there screaming like, "Oh my God, this is a fucking monster!" Someone was following them like, "Will you shoot him?" And like it's 45 minutes later, they're like, "Wow, this park is really nice. Why hasn't anyone shot him yet?" Oh, this shit was great. This nigga was trying to mind his own business.
Great.
Oh, but
Stupid.
Did you find that somebody had died at work and they thought they were sleeping, so they took a
They took selfies around the guy because he had a heart attack and they thought he was sleeping. They thought, oh, he fell asleep at work. Let's all take a picture around him. This nigga's dead.
Damn.
It's fucked up. I know. I think I told you about that.
No.
No? It must have been you then.
Now, when you said the thing about the theater, that reminded me of that.
That shit's
That's
fucked up. So now they have a picture of like everybody around him like, yeah, he's sitting there dead. Like,
that's bad because
It's like,
someone
bro.
would have tried to at least wake him up. They could have saved his life.
you should have woke him up and then took the picture when he was all distracted and disoriented. Like, huh? What the fuck? But no, they're like, oh, let's take a picture of him sleeping. It's like, touch him, maybe poke him, figure out if he's alive. Shit.
How about that sexual harassment though?
In the workplace now, yeah, probably. Oh, I can't give you CPR. That's like, do I have consent to give you CPR? Well, she's choking, so I can't confirm consent. Can't do it.
She's
That's
shaking her head,
remember,
yeah, but I can mentally see her saying no.
Well, it reminds me of Hancock.
Like, not you,
When
not
he
you.
went to say that lady, but he was like, okay, I need you to give me consent so I can touch your body to lift you up out of the situation. He was like, after this you look real pretty, maybe we can go on a date or something. Hancock was hilarious. I like that movie.
Yeah, that movie's crazy. Predator is getting rebooted.
Oh.
Disney's trying to reboot Predator.
Complete reboot or a sequel?
It says reboot.
Okay, because I didn't watch the last one. But there was like a super predator that was mad big. Like if normal predators are me, the super predator was like Joe.
Is that the King or
I
whatever?
don't know. Cause I didn't watch the movie, but it had like a interesting cast. Because it had what's name was in it?
Was that the one where they were
Key.
all on the planet?
No, I think they were on Earth.
Oh, okay.
I think Key was in it.
I think Predators.
Key
was
and
the one
Peele.
that were- Yeah.
Yeah, I think Key was in it.
Oh yeah, that is a newer one.
Yeah. But it was literally like there was a regular predator and then there was a bigger one. My only thing was in the trailer they shouldn't have showed the bigger one because he like in the trailer they should have showed the arm because he like grabbed someone. They should have just stopped at that. They should have showed.
Alright, I'll be back in a moment. I have to switch my shirt because I have to get ready for work.
Okie doke. So the dumpster fire I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, no. Oh my god.
The dumpster fire I was talking about earlier is apparently Star Wars is fucking up. Apparently they're
George Lucas felt betrayed.
I mean, Lucas has betrayed us too many times. So apparently in Star Wars, they're trying to retcon Emperor Palpatine.
Why?
I don't know.
Yes.
Lucasfilm, what was it? Little retcon nugget on the Star Wars fandom via Marvel comic book. Emperor Palpatine was a terrible leader, and there was actually a secret Imperial woman who actually ran the Empire for him. She was completely incompetent, The same Palpatine who managed to rise to power by manipulating and fooling everyone, including the Jedi. So they're basically retconning and saying, like, hey, so there was a chick who ran the... It's like...
Because we are the woke generation.
Actually,
we're the woke generation blaming women for everything. Apparently.
I heard something like, I don't know if it's true or not, because I just skimmed it because I didn't really care. But apparently someone was trying to, like, force their way into, like, a DC or Marvel movie by saying if you don't make me, or you don't put me in the movies, you're, like, sexist or something like that.
That's fucked up.
It was, like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, because I was just skimming through articles. But it was Twilight lady.
Kristen Stewart?
I think so.
Maybe because we can't find an emotionless character for you to write.
There's no vampires for you to, bang.
Or actually, yeah, why don't we put you in a movie with Blade? How about that?
Oh, she could be what's her name?
What?
She could, but she's smart though.
Oh shit.
Because I was gonna say, what's her name? I think is it Betty Brant who likes Morpheus or Morbius?
I think so, yeah.
But see, Betty's really smart though. So
but isn't Betty already in? Betty was the name. What was the name of Ned's girlfriend from the second Spider-Man movie? She's a character. She's a named person. That's why they went out of the way to say her name, and I can't remember.
But see, what I was going to say is I don't know how they're going to do Blade with the MCU. I also don't know how they're going to do Morbius, because Morbius was supposed to get something, because they were saying it was supposed to be Leto.
Yeah.
But I know at least in the animated 90s cartoon of Spider-Man, after he got turned into Morbius, I believe it was Betty, I could be misremembering, but she was the one that was trying to turn him back to human, and then they tried and made it worse. And then they had to get Kraven to come in, and Kraven was tracking him.
Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, Kraven is a beast.
Who would play Kraven the Hunter?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yeah, so that girl was Betty Brant.
Oh, that was Betty Brant? Okay.
Betty Brant was so Betty Brant's a fucking teenager now. So they can't bring in Morbius yet. Because Betty Brant is the girl who is usually with Morbius. And she was
had a thing
Ned's,
for Peter at one point.
Yeah. She was Ned's girlfriend.
Because I mean, in
the one he was with for like only the summer.
In the comics, I think they're all within like 4 or 5 years of each other.
So are they gonna have?
Also, Morbius is like Italian or something. He's like he came here for school.
He's like Eastern European or whatever. He's something like that. Yeah.
That's why he has the accent and everything.
Literally, I think he's from Transylvania or some shit. But
I'm glad they did that. They actually went out of the way to give him an accent, even if it wasn't a great accent. I like when they used to do that in the old stuff.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about dubs.
What were you saying?
For Spider-Man, I'm trying to remember what is that actor's name.
Ooh. I got all of the actors right here.
Oh, the friend.
Ned
Leeds. Ned Leeds is supposed to be the Hobgoblin.
Oh, so they are going to do that. Okay.
They're probably not going to go into it though because they're still kids, but like they could because they did the whole thing with Harry. They do that with Harry every fucking generation apparently. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ned becomes an enemy, which would suck because Ned is cool.
Maybe they'll do that with what's her name too. She become Malice, Nakia. Because that's what in the comic. I don't know the exact stuff, but I know at one point she becomes a bad guy. She becomes Malice. That's what they were talking about. If someone had asked her in an interview, like before Black Panther came out, they was like, actually no, it was after Black Panther came out. And asked her like, how would she feel if they brought Storm in and Storm, became his yeah. She was like, make me a bad guy. And she was like, that's my king. So you better make me a bad guy. And it was like, well, you could be Malice because Malice is a legit character that Nakia transitions into. But I think like her brother does something, gets banished, and then she gets mad, and that's what I think it is. But I'm foggy on it. Too much information.
Yeah, there's a lot of Black Panther. He's one of those characters that's had comics since like the 60s.
Yeah.
And
he has a whole country.
Nutrition guy.
Food nutrition man. Food nutrition man.
Fighting food.
Fighting food on. Oh, that was dope.
The original battle card game.
You're gonna have to make contact with the main headquarters. Lori's Natural Foods.
Lori's Natural Food.
Ultimate muscle. Destruction, mayhem, and pain.
So here, body slam the human race. Why did they do? I still say I want my wrestling anime that's like not goofy like that, but still like Inazuma 11 wrestling.
Yeah.
So like when you jump off the ropes, you got like the streaming lights as they come up, and then the crazy. You see a dragon behind you.
Oh, I think what's it might be
like
finished. Remember the sumo anime I told you came out? I think it might be towards the end now.
Yeah, the one where the kid's not fat.
Yeah. Because like he's basically he wants to be the new Yokozuna. He wants to be a sumo wrestler, but he's small.
I wanna be.
So all the other sumo wrestlers are like 6'2".
It's like every anime
pounds.
character is listening to Ash's songs. They're like, I want to be this, which means you have to be the very best. Like,
except for what's the name? Now Fumi is like, screw all you guys, I'm doing my own thing.
That's actually kind of crazy though, because that's kind of like Japanese philosophy with respect to doing anything. He's like, just do your best, be the best in everything. So that's why you always have characters who are like, I want to be the zenith of whatever world I'm in.
Then there's Ichigo, who's just I'm just go flow.
I just kind of want to survive, help my friends, get bullshit.
Chad is like, I want to punch Hollows in the face.
Chad, I want a full body thing.
So
instead
what
of just
do
arm.
you think was the bigger disappointment for you? Chad not getting ridiculous or Bob not getting ridiculous?
Definitely Chad, because he had the potential. He had it right there. Fucking ridiculous.
It's one of those things where when the bad guy says you could be the most powerful person, join me, you're like, nah, I gotta stay with my friend. It's like, but the bad guy said you can be the most powerful.
You could be the best motherfucker here.
So that
out of everyone, and he knew that bad guy wasn't particularly like he wasn't the strongest, but he knew of all the strongest. He was like, you could be the best.
So when like
even of people I know that you don't know exist yet.
So like when the bad guy says that to you, is like you could be the most potent word. You could be the Beerus of that universe, like
you be the god, the black god of destruction for Japan. Fucking crazy.
I mean, so we decided them schoolgirls.
Gotta call him the god of destruction after that. He left all the bitches on the floor. Like,
because I'm a beast.
Oh, so A Quiet One or Quiet Place? Quiet Place. They're doing a sequel too.
Yeah. Is that where they actually go in and kill the show them killing the monsters, like the Marines or whatever they were?
I don't know. Hopefully, because they figured out how to kill one like in it, didn't they?
Like last time I was at my dad's house, he put on a movie. We went to watch The Darkest Hour. I've never seen it before. It looked like a pretty weird but kind of interesting movie. And the parts of it that I actually saw, because it wasn't from the beginning, as though I think like more towards the middle or ended it. I don't know. But what I saw, I was like, remember how in Black Summer it was like, how the fuck or why the fuck aren't you doing this? And like just it was those moments happening. I'm like,
I fucking hate that.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like this one person got 2 people killed and themselves killed.
Like standing with that javelin, like, I can do it.
And of course, it was dumb blonde.
Why'd they let the dumb blonde do anything?
I think what's name is supposed to be getting a TV series. The Fog.
One of the people in the
Mist. Yeah, Mist.
Did it already have one?
I don't know if it came out yet or not.
No,
they should. I do believe there is one for the Mist.
Oh, it already came out.
What's name is getting a show too. Lord of the Rings. It's supposed to get an Amazon show.
But like in the movie, like in the Darkest Hour, like basically one of the parts was where like they were trying to like get away from like the invisible
monsters
or whatever monster.
It was like they were like on a certain like wavelength that we couldn't see, so they were invisible to us.
Like spectrum.
So like they had like light bulbs or whatever, so they can like tell like when they're nearby. And this team that they came across was like, follow me. I know a faster way to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
One of the girls was like, okay. Started following her. The dumb blonde, of course, goes in the opposite direction, back to where.
Bitch, this is not Scooby Doo. No one said split up.
And then the black.
The
girl with the black hair.
Oh, there's black dude always saves somebody and
the girl
dies.
with the black hair.
Captain Sabo
went to chase after her friend to tell her like, don't go that way, just follow. But of course,
she gets got.
Not the girl with the black hair. The blonde actually gets got like after the fact. But it's like the bitch deserved it. It's like
it's called The Darkest Hour.
The Darkest Hour.
That's crazy.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, before I forget about the Amazon Lord of the Rings. Apparently,
don't watch
people.
It, make you upset.
Probably will.
Apparently, people are
bringing back
pulling.
Orlando Bloom. I heard Orlando Bloom might be a part of it.
I know he's in something. The thing with Sorcerers. I think that's Amazon.
That weird thing where they're like
with all the fae.
Yeah, they're like animals or animal people and fairies and all that kind of shit.
I know he's in that, and I know that's Amazon, or at least I heard that's Amazon. I don't know if they're going to bring him back for the Amazon Lord of the Rings, but I heard people are pulling to get Gandalf to be played by a woman. Yeah.
Why?
I at the end of the day, I know what Gandalf is, and I don't really care because it doesn't matter. He takes whatever form he needs to because he's a fucking he's literally like a fucking angel or whatever that was created to try to help them fight Sauron. He came to the earthly realm or whatever and made a body. It doesn't matter what the body is though. But when Tolkien is like, hey, it's a dude, and then you're just making it into a chick for no reason, like, is there a reason? Like, did he die or something like? Or is it a prequel?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Because I literally it was like, hey, Amazon Lord of the Rings, and then some time later, people want Gandalf to be played as a woman. It don't matter to me. I'm gonna watch it regardless if it looks cool.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like, why? At least if you're gonna change stuff, reasons.
I guess it doesn't matter because it.
Well, because he's already been established. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, if they say
Tolkien established it.
If they say like his body was destroyed, he came back as a woman.
I don't miss this bus.
Makes sense.
Bye, Shadow.
Later.
Slay them all. Slay them all. Slay them all.
But I work at a hospital, so they're just gonna bring him back.
Yeah.
They're just gonna respawn.
I was literally just about to say that too. Like, they're just gonna
respawn kill.
That requires a lot of energy and time that I don't want to waste being near.
Word, don't be a camper. Don't be that guy.
Oh, we get called campers all the damn time.
You say you a camper, but you ain't sure.
We're getting called campers for moving around the map, going like killing people. Like,
yeah, for actually being good.
Yeah,
you're a camper, bro. You killed my character. That makes me feel bad.
Basically,
makes me feel like emotions and stuff.
Like, I'm not a camper. I'm specifically aiming for you. I'm not aiming for your teammates. I'm aiming for you.
Oh, that's another thing though. That's called tunneling, apparently.
There. But you're the biggest threat, so I'm eliminating the biggest threat.
So it's funny the fact that I get called camping and a tunneler when I'm not. He didn't see me play it. I will actively ignore the person who
I don't know
just
what
got
you're
off
talking
the
about,
hook.
Joe. You're terrible. You just go after everybody, and then you go after people on the hook. And then
You just sound like because I'm light skinned. Just admit it.
I'm kidding.
Admit it.
I'm kidding. Joe, no, yeah. Joe, I mean, I don't know the etiquette with respect to that game because there's etiquette in like almost every game. You like even old school Monster Hunter servers and shit like that. There was etiquette. I don't know what the etiquette is for that game, but from what I saw, it doesn't look like you're doing anything. Like that would be like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So
the etiquette for that is really just don't camp a body.
Yeah.
And just don't try.
Go after like one person constantly. You kind of just have to be like a dog chasing cars. You're just like, oh, there's another one. You go chase after that one.
Yeah, exactly. But see,
people get mad at you though because you see them and they're stupid, thinking that you don't see them, and then they're like, oh, he's going after me again. It's like, nigga, you ran in front of me 5 times. There's only so many times that I can ignore you. I'm not gonna ignore you.
Only waits 3 times.
Word.
I think that's how it goes.
I'm very much, you get off the hook, I'm hitting the person that got you off, and I'm going after that person. If I'm chasing this person down, and you are trying to interrupt my path because either you have D-Strike or you have borrowed time, and you want me to do that so the other person can get away, guess what? I will run around you twice. If you come in my way again, I'm going to put you down and I'm going to leave you on the ground and I'm keep going after the person.
Because it should be like you get one buy to be like, okay, I was chasing you and then I'm chasing someone else. I see you again. I'm not going to, I'll keep chasing the person I'm chasing. But if I see you again, you are dead. I'm going after you. Because, come on, dude. You can't...
For me, it's only going to be the fact that you are trying to interrupt it. Because that is a toxic survivor who does that. It's like, oh, I just got off the hook, but I have borrowed time or I have D-Strike. And with D-Strike, you have only a minute.
Dick strike?
Yeah, right? You have only a minute.
Every time you said D-Strike, I'm sitting there like, is that how you get off the killer? You just punch him in the nuts? Fucking, okay.
But for people who don't know what D-Strike is, decisive strike, and what that is, you stab the killer with whatever in your hand, even though you don't have anything in your hand.
Stab with a flashlight.
Yeah, alright. You
suddenly get the powers of a killer in your hand.
This hand of mine is burning red.
On some killer shit.
It tells me.
Word Sekiha? No, that was just.
But you have them who do that, or you have people who have like insta heal med kits and shit like that. So it's like, all right, if someone has a insta heal med kit, I will down that person again just because. All right, I just put you into the dying state and you just got up. Bow, get back down.
I have an idea for a video now. Next time, get a video of someone doing D Strike and then just put G Gundam sound effects to it.
Someone put Initial D sound effects over
Mario Kart.
No,
I saw someone did that.
what was the name of the movie?
Was it Need for Speed or Fast and Furious?
No, it was Racer. What was it called? What's it called?
Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Speed Racer.
They put Initial D music over it, and it was freaking awesome.
My mom loved Speed Racer. She really watched it when I was a kid.
They put the sound effects because it was great. The only thing I didn't like was the sound effects were a little too strong when they were having like those like you know how sometimes when someone's in trouble they'll pan over to someone else and be like, if he does this and this he'll get out of it, but we don't know if he knows that. It was one of those situations, and the Initial D music was too loud for when they were doing that. But when they were doing the driving and stuff, it was great. Oh, it was so good. Might have to watch it. It was nice.
That's crazy.
Anime music makes live action stuff better. It does.
Really does. Anime music will make you like an anime that's not good. Fucking or vice versa. Songs you don't like, anime will make. If they fucking JoJo does that, and I fucking hate it because they use actual songs for their endings, and sometimes there's songs I don't like, and now I'm like sitting there singing it.
Then you have the best of both worlds, where Gurren Lagann intro, and it's so good.
Fucking yeah, it was. It's that soul resonance.
Yeah.
But yeah, you done with the movie thing?
Those were the movies that I had.
There's a bunch of them too on this thing because I forgot that this group existed. This dude, remember that dude I told you about who puts me in random groups in Facebook? Like he just puts me in random shit. And
hey,
this
it's
is one
Justin.
Word.
I no longer get into those groups anymore because I get kicked out of.
They're not even groups where people talk. He's just putting up news. So there's one that's like political correctness where he's putting up a bunch of different crazy shit that's like, what do you guys feel about this or how you feel about this? And surprisingly, it's very docile in there, despite the fact that he's got like polarizing things in there. Yeah, lots of political stuff, religious stuff. It's basically a group for all the things you're not supposed to talk about. They say you shouldn't talk about politics, religion, and whatever.
See, I don't understand why people feel the need to be all hush hush about that.
Because people have yet to balance,
it was
the whole live and let live rule.
It was an old school way of civility.
Yeah,
you don't talk about things that are too deep.
It's like
small
people can't understand that. Oh, two sides, two different opinions, but we can respect the fact that
literally
our opinions differ.
The entirety of my existence in this house has been yelling at Joe and yelling back and forth. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I respect Joe. He's the man. I'm not going to get
neither of them have stabbed each other in the
sleep. We never really get into actual arguments, though.
Yeah. When we feel like getting to a real argument, it starts to be like, one of us will start to make jokes and then be like, okay, well, shit. Say that argument anymore.
Okay, well, nothing, I never felt that anything ever got past a
It's GIF, goddammit!
But see, you already know that I go back and forth between saying both because I don't understand the argument for either one. So I just say both.
And oftentimes I'll make an argument that I'm not fully behind, just so I can, you gotta stretch the muscles a little bit.
See, we both do that. Because for one,
just to annoy the other person too, because it's like, yo, I don't even feel strongly about this. I'm just saying it to piss you off.
Exactly.
I haven't had a good debate in a while. Let's see, you
literally
he'll say shit, trash.
And I say the thing from that '70s show with fucking Kitty said to Red one day, she's like, Red, do you think I'm pretty? He's like, so that's what we're going to do? We're going to fight today? It's like, fucking, I use that line in my life way too often.
Actually, is what's the name still going? The ranch, I think it was called.
I heard that it had gotten canceled because of Danny Masterson, some of Danny Masterson's bullshit, which I'm very disappointed in.
No, that's still ongoing.
Or they kicked him off, and they were talking about not doing it anymore because people were like, "We can't do it with him. Why would we even do it?" But then I think they did. He was like, "No, keep going," and they made another one, I believe.
That's the one like Ashton Kutcher, right?
Yeah, so basically that 70 Show reboot, except for the only person that hasn't been there. I think Donna might have been there. I think Fez is definitely there. I think the only person who hasn't been there is possibly Mila Kunis and possibly Topher Grace. Topher Grace for sure.
Well, I mean,
trying to get buff for that next Venom.
I'm only going off of what.
Because I remember they had a picture on set which was everyone, but Topher Grace wasn't there.
I know. I'm only going off of what Ashton Kutcher said in Hot Ones, but I think he said
that's more that would supersede anything I've said. So if you heard something.
Yeah, that he was saying that they're working on stuff.
Yeah, I hope they are. I love Danny Masterson. Danny Masterson's the man, but it sucks that whatever happened, I don't know the details of anything that happened.
I never watched a single episode of The Wrench yet. So
it's good. I watched the first 2 seasons. It is pretty good. They got Alicia, what's her name? Alicia Cuthbert, I think. I don't know how to say her last name. She's the girl from.
That's what I was thinking.
Girl Next Door. She's the girl from Girl Next Door and also from Happy Endings.
Wait, which one? Happy Endings.
Happy Endings. There were the 2 white women.
Yeah.
One of them was the younger sister. The other one was the older sister that was with you, Damon Wayans Jr.
Wow.
I was watching New Girl the other day and I realized I'm like, yo, if you put Damon Wayans Jr. and I think it's Lamar Morris, the dark skinned dude who plays Winston, if you put them together, they do fusion dance. They basically come out looking like Joe.
Wow.
He's the man, though. He's not. I know people who personally are like they don't fucking like him, and I'm like, no, I think he's funny. I like him.
Well, you know what it is. You know how there's the 2 branches of the Hugas? There's the 2 branches of the Wayans and the other branches of the McCain's.
Damn, now you get into it. He's not. He hasn't said it. He's like, I can't speak about the Branch family because I got this tattoo on my forehead.
There's the Wayans, there's the Smiths, and there's the McCain's.
It's the fact that he's pronouncing my last name completely wrong.
I know, right?
That's why it's great.
That's what's hurting the most.
See, I know he's doing it on purpose. I can fucking tell.
Gotta hit him with that double whammy, that hit combo.
Yeah. You fuck up my last name though. That's just stupid. It's a word. Sound it out.
I was gonna be the biggest asshole to just fuck it up, but
how could you?
Well, it wasn't gonna be like fucking it up. It was just gonna be a completely different name.
Oh, that was funny. He called my mom by my last name. Hi, Mrs. So and so, and she's just like, "Oh, that's not my name."
That's what my mom used to do, but now she just kind of accepts it now.
I was gonna say I didn't do that, but you're talking about she was on the phone.
Yeah.
I specifically make sure not to say any part of her name whatsoever.
You didn't want to call her Wilhelmina?
I was quiet. I was like, because I would have said Miss Walker if I had said.
Wow, now you put my last name out here. It's okay, it's fine.
See, I was just gonna say Justin.
Wow, now my full government's out here.
Oh, we already said your first name.
Put my middle name in there.
You want me to?
No. Don't.
I don't even know your middle name.
And we're gonna keep it like that, so you don't out me.
Why you at me like this?
Samuel.
No. But no, I was gonna say Whitaker just to be an asshole.
Whitaker. Anyway, now
Justice Bringer.
Oh, so I told you about Borderlands, about how they sent niggas to this person's house. I never got a chance to tell you that story. So apparently Borderlands, they mistakenly put things up on their Twitter or Twitch or something like that led to, all you'd have to do is click on shit that they put up, and you could find people's Twitches that had, at the time, like, people didn't know shit about anything about the game yet, but it had, the Twitch stuff on the videos had like video clips of like shit that was like not shown yet of the game. And basically they didn't realize that they had done it. Somebody, a YouTuber had found it and was making videos on the stuff and telling people about stuff, and they did a buttload of stuff that was fucked up. For one, they what was it? They took down the stuff, and they might have taken down his channel, possibly, which is fucked up. But it's like, okay, that's kind of a little bit extreme, but that's kind of what you do when stuff like that happens. But then they went at this man's Discord, shut down his Discord, which is completely ridiculous. It's like, okay, beat the dead horse. And then they had private investigators sent to his fucking house. Like, imagine literally someone knocks on the door, you open the door, there's two big ass compared to bigger than you.
Two Jason Momoas.
Two Jason Momoas, and they're just like, hey, so what do you know about Borderlands? Huh? Yeah.
Here, you've been trying to fight Balkana. How's that going for you?
Yeah, it's like, my dude, that is not how you handle that shit.
It's on the internet. It's there forever. Deal with it.
Yeah, and
that's how it works.
The funny thing is, they didn't know that they were the ones who did that. They didn't know that they were the ones who were linking shit. So they started going into, they're like, okay, is it internal? They start having these guys go around to people in the company, and they also have this guy go to this guy who made the video. Like, they found his address and sent people to him. It's like, nigga, really? Is it that important?
Yes, it is. Like this is very important. I'm about to say here. There's a common misconception here that I need to rectify.
It sounded like you said erectify. Means you're gonna give
Jason Momoa is
smaller. You're gonna give the problem a boner.
Wow.
Rectify? Yeah. No, Jason Momoa is smaller than you?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Puny human.
Gotta get old boy from Longest Shirt. You broke in my nose. To him.
Oh, the Great Khali? Yeah, that
No,
dude.
not him. The one who got the nose broken.
I mean, unless they did some
Bob
CGI and Justice
I think
League.
I'm
It's
taller than
not
him,
too
too.
much bigger than Gal Gadot.
I think he and Jason Momoa are the same height at 6. How tall? Let me look at how
Adam
tall is Bob
Sandler
Sapp?
is 6 feet, so how is that guy?
No, Sandler is short. What? Come on.
Jason, what were you saying?
Last time I checked, unless they did some weird CGI shit in Justice League, besides that stupid ass
Mustache
facial hair thing. Jason Momoa's not too much bigger than Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot's dumb fucking tall, though.
She's tall, but she's not.
I am taller than him by an inch.
By an inch.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Wow. Yo, Stone Cold is 6'2"?
Really?
Wow.
It's weird to feel like I'm like 5'11" and a half. They won't give me that last. They won't tell me I'm that last half inch.
You know what you gotta do when you start cutting weight? You.
People say that,
Or you get like Joe and you're still growing.
No, I'm
Like,
like,
yeah, my last 2 years.
I swear that I've been getting taller. Cause there's some. Because I dropped my sister's car and she has the 2014 Impala. And when I first drove that, I could fit in there just fine with how she had her whole seat set up. I would be in there just fine. Now I'm in there and I have to have my head tilted and seat leaning so far back.
It's
driving
like
like
a
a dick.
Right.
Benjamin Button version of osteoporosis.
Damn.
You get more bone mass. Keep on
Those are
growing.
them continent pullers.
Continent pullers.
At least you're not like you remember the guy from
I never understood how people could drive like that.
the guy from Static Shock who he could absorb mass and he would continually get denser. and
Yeah,
denser.
that dude.
At least you're not like that, Joe.
Shebang's parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I just found out another person who's famous in my family, and I hate it so much because I want money now.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Michael Irvin.
Wait. Fucking, you are the worst type of family, though, because you already said, like, nah, I just want his money. Said Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Football player.
Yep.
Okay.
You know he don't do
I don't watch
sports.
football.
I don't know what he do. He probably be in his room all day anyway. I'm not gonna go down that route.
You doing what, Joe?
Sounds like clapping, but I don't know if that's.
Eat the pig.
Just in there praising Jesus.
Oh, I can't be taller than him. No.
Who?
Goldberg.
You're taller than Gold. Why? Because now you invalidate. I can't be afraid of you now, dude. You're shorter. How much taller are you?
2 inches.
That's not that bad though.
Of course, Mark Calloway is still 4 inches taller than I am.
Fuck is Mark Calloway?
Undertaker.
How tall is Mark Henry?
Oh.
How tall is Glenn?
Mark Calloway, Mark Henry combined.
Glenn's Kane.
They're
about the
wait,
same height,
wait, which? Oh, I mean, I can't remember which Kane he was though. He's the one that became the governor, right?
Yes.
I think he is 6'11" because the original Kane was 7'1", 7'2".
Wasn't he bigger than the Undertaker originally?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's where they went with the whole like, oh, he's my brother from like hell or whatever, and he's like an uncaged beast. But then you kind of find out there's nothing under the mask and there's nothing wrong with him. Yeah.
To answer your question, Mark Henry is 6'4".
Okay. He's a big 6'4" dude. Like, he's mad big.
Oh, no, 7 foot. He is 7.
Who?
The Kane.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe people have told you that you're too tall though. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, all these girls that are on you. You look at all these girls on Tinder who are like, if you're not above 6 feet, then like don't even bother. It's like you got a nigga above 6 feet, and it's just like
Randy Orton's 6'5". I didn't see that one coming.
You didn't know that?
No.
Randy Orton's dumb tall.
He must have been just always fighting taller people. Then goddamn.
No, he kind of like crouches.
Yeah.
And the angle that they shoot him at, make people seem like that's what they do with Tom Cruise, make him seem like he's tall. Tom Cruise is dumb short.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Apparently not anymore. I swore I was shorter than The Rock though, but apparently I'm taller than him too.
Yeah, The Rock's not that tall.
He's 6'5". I mean, that's pretty tall. I mean, it's not like Braun Strowman who's 6'5".
Depends where your eyes are.
Wow.
When the weird people got eyes like above the center of their head, then yeah, everything is hot. So
Is that going to be a new podcast game? Who's taller than Joe?
Who's taller than Joe?
I lose. Bye.
Just pack it in. Go home. Okay, no.
So how tall is the dude who played in Wolverine and Logan? The dude who played was he Leech? Because he seems pretty tall.
Who's that?
I think you're talking about Stephen Merchant, wasn't it?
Was that him?
Oh, the dude in Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Stephen Merchant. He's what did they say? They said what he was.
He looks tall, but I'm not sure.
He is tall.
Okay.
Because Carl Pilkington is always talking about how tall he is. It's like fucking. He talks about him like a regular person would talk about like short people or like little people.
He's 6'7".
6'7".
Yeah.
I thought he was tall in that because he's a lanky ass motherfucker.
My dude has weird ass eyes. His eyes kind of pop out at you. They kind of.
I mean, because he has big eyes, but he also has like bright blue eyes too, so they're like really piercing.
Yeah.
And his facial expression is like this, and he has like the thick ass glasses that like magnifies it too.
Do you remember X-Men Last Stand? The guy who played the Juggernaut. How tall do you think he is? Because he was a big dude too.
The Irish dude, who's overly Irish or Irish fucking English whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who's Irish in every movie or English in every movie.
The dude from 60 Seconds.
Remember Eurotrip?
Yeah.
Oh, there with me. That guy. Yeah. How tall do you think he is?
I'll probably say like 6'2".
Because in the movie they made him look really tall.
Yeah.
But when you see him in other stuff, he doesn't look that tall. So that's I'm curious. I mean, they could have had him on
they were trying to
extensions and stuff.
They were definitely trying to scale him up for Juggernaut because Juggernaut's supposed to be bigger than it. Like Juggernaut is supposed to be Joe to Joe. Like a regular person's Joe, Juggernaut's supposed to be Joe to that person.
And he's like really like.
Like I'm pretty sure if Juggernaut were to actually like this were real life and Juggernaut were to ever punch a person, like he'd be they'd be dead. His fist is bigger than your torso. So like, yeah, you're done.
His name is Vinny Jones, and he's 6'1". I was close.
Oh, so he's like a little bit taller than me, like 1 inch taller than me.
Oh, just remember something. I don't know why I just remember now, but apparently there was a new. They discovered an all black sarcophagus somewhere,
yeah,
and they were like, no one knows who was in it, and they put up the picture of the dude from the Mummy.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
I don't know why. Maybe because he's bald and he's bald, and it clicked. I don't know. I just remember just now.
What was that guy's name? That was the dude from
he's always
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, he's always a bad guy.
Yeah, he was the dude in the first movie who became the president at the end.
Yeah, he's
the man of machines to make him into the president.
He's the dude who he's
disguised dude.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what his name is. There's Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. There's Joe, Roadblock, Heavy Duty.
He was the bad guy though. So
there's
his name was
Despero. I think his name is Despero. No, it's not Despero. Destro, yeah. Destro, Cobra Commander.
Firefly from the second movie.
Firefly, Lady J, Tunnel Rat. What's his name?
G.I.
What's his name? See, it's on like the tip of my brain. Cause he can manipulate his voice and everything too. He's real good at like disguising himself and stuff.
Yeah, and he always whistled that one song.
Yeah.
Let's look.
I just need the first letter, and it'll probably come to me.
Dude's Zartan.
Yep, Zartan. Okay.
Arnold Vosloo.
I don't see him in too much stuff, but he's never bad in anything I've seen him in. Yeah. Even if the movie isn't great or whatever, like he's not bad in anything I've seen him in.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
The hard match.
I didn't know, because I really didn't look up shit for Deadpool 2. I didn't know that Ryan Reynolds also played Juggernaut. So he was Deadpool and Juggernaut in that.
Did he do the voice for Juggernaut?
That was Ryan Reynolds in that, in a Juggernaut suit and everything.
I thought Juggernaut was like CG in that movie.
He was mostly CG.
Yeah, he was, because
so he
Ryan
was
Reynolds, he suited up, he had the helmet and all that stuff on. Yeah. Because I put in Juggernaut, Deadpool 2 actor.
So he's in there like he's CG. So is he the suit? Like, was he wearing the mocapture for it? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because I'm like, you're saying Ryan Reynolds a cartoon?
I mean, that would explain a lot.
That would explain.
Yeah, because he said Colossus actor Stephen Kaepernick. Just trying to steal black people's last names. Okay, I see how.
Actually, how tall was the original Colossus?
Our last names are. I mean, you want to go that way.
True.
Not stolen, forced.
Yeah. But yeah, he was surprised to see Ryan Reynolds putting on the whole stuff to play that. I was like, I didn't realize he was doing that.
I don't like that guy's named Fire Fist in that movie. Fuck him. There's only one Fire Fist.
I think his name is Rusty, like in the
his real name, yeah.
Yeah.
But the original one was Vinny, the one who was 6'1".
Okay.
Who's that?
The original.
You talking about the original Juggernaut?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was Vinny Jones.
How tall do you think the original Colossus was? Because he didn't seem super big, but they always had the camera at him to make him look bigger. In the second X-Men movie.
I'm trying to remember what the.
He was in Days of
He
Future
had
Past.
like no fucking lines.
I remember him at one point. He was in the kitchen at one point, and then he was getting the kids to run, and then he armored up to fight when
and
Stryker
was like, go!
Yeah, when Stryker came, he armored up.
I'm really trying to
and then
remember.
they did him dirty in Days of Future Past, because like you can't just rip that man apart.
He broke his arm.
No, they ripped him in half.
Yeah, that's right.
It was like, no.
Sentinels, like, they're the future Sentinels that can adjust to. They're all Nimrod. So
Yeah.
It's like, you done. Ugh. They copy the powers, and also, well, they don't make them perfect, but they do. The fact that they can even copy the powers is kind of, and they don't die. Made of nano machines. They're all Amazos from Justice League.
Yeah.
So
that was great when Amazo came back and Green Lanterns was trying to body him, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do that."
yeah, because
then they were like, "Oh, you moved low." Yeah, he's like, "You moved oh, you destroyed it.
They're like, oh, you destroyed it.
He's like, no, I just moved it.
Word.
They were clean, like, we're
back.
going to blow him up, and they're going to take out half the plane, and Dr. Fate was like, why does everyone want to blow stuff up? Calm down.
Word.
Like, Green Lantern's always trying to destroy something.
You gonna destroy Earth because something that was made here did that? Like, come on, stop it. I always love how they describe Earth in comics, though, as like
backwater.
At the same time as they call it backwater, it's also a focal point for the most powerful motherfuckers in the universe, usually. Mm-hmm. Like, there are other motherfuckers out there that are like, oh, we're powerful, this, that, third, blah, blah. It's like,
but
okay,
there's a
but
lot
like,
of people.
Whenever you come through this city, like this, I was gonna say city, where you come through this fucking planet, a lot of motherfuckers that are here. You got Superman, you got multiple Green Lanterns. All these motherfuckers, like Batman.
Wow. 6'7". It's taller than me by 1 inch.
Which one?
Colossus from Days of Future Past. Yeah.
What is his name?
Daniel Coopermore.
I want to say I've seen that dude in like war movies and shit, or like he's been in the army or something like that.
In the Navy.
Yeah, where he the fucking the Navy dance wasn't needed. I didn't need to see that.
All of My Heart, X-Men Last Stand, Baytown Outlaws.
All of My Heart.
The Twilight movies. So he's a bitch apparently.
They smacked the metal off him and turned it into glitter.
Devil in the Dark. He was in Are We There Yet?
Fuck was he in Are We There Yet? The movie with Ice Cube?
Yeah.
The original one or the other one?
The original one.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I think there was like the original, the sequel, and then there was a TV series.
Yeah.
TV series, that was definitely a cash grab. There was nothing to make a TV series about.
Alone in the Dark.
I think that sucks that they never put in G.I. Joe movies. They never put Heavy Duty and Roadblock together. Yeah, they're supposed to be cousins.
Yep.
It's very weird that he's English, or he had an English accent. But I guess it makes sense though, because people send their kids over to England all the fucking time. Apparently, you'll find the weirdest people who have English accents. Yeah, like I know a couple of Asian dudes who have English accents. Fucking Indian dudes, because they grow up there.
Yeah,
their parents get sent them there.
Like, hey, I'm here for work, so you're coming too.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You don't have
Crazy Rich Asians. It was like that whole movie is fucking the kid got sent there.
That's how in Growing Pains, I can't remember her name, but one of the doctors, she had an English accent. I was just thinking of something and now I lost it. Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Is that a sign of the end? The end
Shame.
of the end of the podcast? Is that what it is?
It's the end of the podcast as we know it.
Oh no, the sky's falling.
The sky is falling.
The sky's falling.
So that means Chicken Little was right?
Possibly. I don't fucking know.
Surprised that hasn't gotten a sequel.
It doesn't need a sequel.
There's nothing more to that story.
But you know they're making sequels out of everything.
Chicken Run could use a sequel because, you know, what happened to all the chickens?
Didn't they go into
Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
Saved them.
How?
Look at all those chickens.
That little girl is the best. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Except for Michael. Alright, people. Say goodbye to the people.
Peace.
Bye, people.
It's been fun.
Who
Bye, bye, little Sebastian.
Oh, fuck.
Bye, bye, little Sebastian.
I want to cry. No! Sebastian, why?
1,000 candles in the wind. Something like that.
Alright, peace.
Peace.